Imagine gliding across a mirror-smooth lagoon as the sun dips below pastel Venetian rooftops, the sky setting itself ablaze in pinks and golds, then feeling the electric hum of cameras and couture as the world's most celebrated stars step off their water taxis. This is day one of the Venice Film Festival, where fashion isn't an afterthought but a headline act, and every arrival writes its own little story against the city's ancient stones. From effortless daytime chic to full-on red carpet drama, the festival's opening hours offer a masterclass in how the right outfit can transform a moment into pure cinematic magic. As the breeze carries the scent of salt and summer flowers along the dock, Amal Clooney makes her entrance in a lemon yellow belted dress, so luminous it could have been spun from sunlight itself. Crisp white sandals and a matching clutch temper the vivid hue, while her husband George complements her glow with a perfectly relaxed ensemble, a sleek black polo tucked into beige chinos. There's an unspoken elegance in their synchronized ease. She radiates polished confidence, he exudes casual refinement, and together they drift past the press like royalty on holiday. A few steps later, Julia Roberts proves that even the world's best known movie star can still surprise us. She's wrapped in a playful cardigan emblazoned with a whimsical face print, its cozy silhouette offset by tailored high-waist shorts and pristine white sneakers. Slung over her shoulder is an oversized tote bag. Practical, yes, but in Julia's hands it becomes a statement of laid-back glamour. Her ever-present aviators and beaming smile remind everyone that true style can be effortless, inviting, and utterly human. Not far behind, Laura Dern drifts ashore in off-shoulder white linen that billows with every breath of Venetian air. Dark, slim-cut jeans anchor the look, an unexpected but striking pairing, while polished white loafers and a petite, structured handbag hint at quiet sophistication. There's warmth in her gentle expression, an approachability that whispers luxury without shouting it, as though high-end fashion could also feel like a soft breeze against sun-warmed skin. Moments later, Cate Blanchett descends the final step, instantly commanding the scene as if she's been conjured from the golden age of cinema. Her tailored cream suit fits like a second skin, the sharply pressed lapels and impeccable cut exuding authority. Beneath it, a crisp white shirt remains mostly hidden, but the oversized sunglasses leave no doubt that Cate knows exactly how to channel old-world glamour while feeling thoroughly of the moment. In her presence, every camera click sounds like an ovation. Then comes Emma Stone, arriving by boat as though she slipped right out of an Italian romance. Her ensemble is deceptively simple: a black cashmere cardigan draped over a white crewneck tee, a baseball cap pulled low, and tinted shades concealing her bright eyes. And yet, there's a quiet power in her understatement. She reminds us that sometimes the briefest silhouette, pared down to its essentials, can be the most arresting. Heidi Klum brings the mood back to full summer fervor in a flowing scarlet blouse that seems to swell with confidence. Oversized tortoiseshell sunglasses and a matching clutch add just the right note of 70s high glam flair. Against Venice's pale stone and deep blue water, her vibrant red looks positively incendiary, like a firework poised on the cusp of explosion. While today's arrivals set the tone for 2023, it's impossible not to cast a glance backward at last year's red carpet legends. Recall Angelina Jolie in an exaggerated corseted gown whose dramatic drapes cascaded into a fur-trimmed cape. Part Hunger Games, part Old Hollywood, and entirely unforgettable. Picture Nicole Kidman in a Schiaparelli creation covered in shooting star embroidery, the gown's gradient hips shimmering like a comet's tail. Monica Bellucci, ever the epitome of Italian romance, in a Vivienne Westwood corset dress adorned with vivid gemstones that caught every stray spotlight. Lady Gaga, who turned the Joker premiere into her own theatrical runway, arriving in Dior couture with a lace headpiece that could double as performance art, then switching into classic Dior and a chic beret for the photo call, all in service of proving that fashion and film are inseparable. Last year's Beetlejuice premiere remains another high point, Winona Ryder in goth-inspired Chanel couture that echoed the film's mischievous spirit. Jenna Ortega in a scarlet Dior gown that took 600 hours to construct. A striking homage to her predecessor's own iconic red dress. And then there was Catherine O'Hara, fearlessly experimental in Oscar de la Renta, leaning fully into the film's dark whimsy with a look that felt both cinematic and utterly her own. Back in the present, power couples remind us that shared entrance can double the impact. Rachel Weisz and Daniel Craig arrive hand in hand. She in a glittering midnight blue Atelier Versace gown that hugs every curve. He in a timeless cream suit that feels both fresh and familiar. Their synchronized poise suggests a quiet dialogue between their outfits. One shimmer, one matte. That works in perfect harmony. Brad Pitt and Enzo Ramon follow, a study in sleek contrasts. Brad reimagines black-tie basics with a sheer black t-shirt beneath a Louis Vuitton dinner jacket and flared trousers, while Enzo counters in a streamlined white gown that nods to classic bridal simplicity. Together, they look like a couple plotting their own romantic storyline. Solo acts continue to electrify the carpet. Jude Law brings new life to the tuxedo, a rich black Bayan suit with silk peak lapels, paired unexpectedly with a chic neckerchief instead of a bow tie. Not to be overshadowed, his daughter Iris Law shimmers in a blue velvet Burberry dress that catches the light like water, metallic Jimmy Choo sandals turning every step into a ripple of glamour. Watching them is like seeing talent and style run in the family, each generation adding its own headline spin. Tilda Swinton drifts in next, a portrait of fluid minimalism. Her first look is a crisp white dress, A-line, almost ascetic in its simplicity, before she returns later in a flowing silk gown that billows with elemental drama. In Tilda's hands, less really is more, each silhouette telling its own story of quiet power. Beside her, Julianne Moore glitters like a phoenix in a gold sequin Bottega Veneta number, the loose silhouette swaying with every step and reaffirming that the carpet belongs to those bold enough to shine. Finally, Sydney Sweeney makes her mark in a black optical illusion gown that seems to bend space itself. There's an artistry in the way stripes and cutaways play across her figure, transforming her body into living architecture. With virtually no accessories beyond a pair of understated heels, the dress does all the talking, and it speaks volumes about modern glamour, where innovation and tradition collide in the boldest way. As night settles over Venice and the festival lights twinkle like distant stars, day one comes to a close, but its style stories linger. We've witnessed a palette of lemons and crimsons, crisp neutrals and daring blacks, tailored suits that feel fresh, gowns that reference film lore, and high-low pairings that redefine comfort as chic. We've seen stars switch seamlessly from avant-garde headpieces to classic classics, and couples whose synchronized styling elevated each other's looks. Venice, more than any other festival, reminds us that fashion is a language, rich in metaphor and mood, and that in a city of masks and mirrors, what we wear is both armor and announcement. Here's to many more nights of incandescent glamour, and to the sense that, on this lagoon at least, the world's greatest stories will always unfold one outfit at a time.